And we're back with more Pikmin 2 action here. Last time we started our return to the perplexing pool on day 11 of Pikmin 2, and in this episode we're starting the third underground area. Not much to say about this first floor, as is the case most of the time. This is a very basic floor, nothing too unusual, other than enemies falling from the ceiling, but they can't harm us. There are boulders like that, but none were in the way this time. And Wallywog isn't gonna be a problem, because he's behind the wall. That was actually really short. There are 4 underground areas similar to the Awakened Wood, and each one gets increasingly difficult, I would say. In terms of the order, they're kind of intended to be done in. And basing this around the amount of blue Pikmin you need. Because you do get the blue Pikmin last in this game, which is actually a trend. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking there, but anyway, moving on. Really short sub-level 1. I think there's 6 sub-levels. One is a boss that we've already seen, but this would have been the first appearance of him if you're playing normally, but we're not. Speaking of enemies that we should have seen here first. Yep, just a very normal floor. Different look to it than some others, but nothing too out of the ordinary. Just take out as much as we can. And that guy might be a problem. And there are boulders on, I think, several of the floors, so something to keep in mind. Gonna take out this guy and hope no boulders fall. And no boulders, so we can safely move into that treasure. And this one as well. If the Pikmin will ever carry it back. Okay, there it goes. Hoping to take it left, which they are. If they were taking it right, then they'd run into those enemies, but there's actually an enemy right there. But no problem. Yeah, falling enemies seems to become a pattern later on. But no problem. Subtle. Yep, so, yeah, this is kind of not as hard of an area as it could be, considering how late in the game it is. Really nothing in Pikmin 2 is that hard, just there are occasionally frustrating moments. Specifically in the end game. Like in Withful Wild, it's super frustrating at times, but it's not generally that challenging. Oh, okay, so just to be on the safe side, we're gonna rally up all the Pikmin. I hope there are no more boulders. I don't think there should be any. And just kind of maneuver over here. Really didn't need all the Pikmin, but I just took them all anyway. So we're just gonna take out the poison, just to be safe. And this guy, just because. Again, these guys are super easy to take care of. Not by mashing though. And that takes care of this floor. Sub-level 2. So on to sub-level 3, which I think... Okay, I'm confusing sub-levels 3 and 4, so I don't know which one's actually next. I think sub-level 4 is the rest floor, which it is, if I'm not wrong. Tons of enemies. You can get really bad enemy placement here, in theory. But this seems pretty doable. Might be a treasure back there, I can't tell. That guy can be a problem depending on how fast the Pikmin get out of the way. And this guy's gonna at least suck up a couple Pikmin, or none. That's cool, too. But we just, you know, same as before, just attack as fast as you can. Shouldn't be a problem. And that's where the treasure is. Okay, I was remembering really well. And surprise water double, but purple Pikmin, no match. Kinda wanna lure this guy over. We even have the high ground, so we can especially hit it really quickly, hopefully. So mostly leaf Pikmin, but that shouldn't be a problem. I don't think anything else should be falling from the sky, as far as I can remember. But again, my memory about this game isn't as good from this point on. I'm just gonna actually monitor this. There's a Wallerog. I knew there was one, but I forgot it was on this floor. The initial drop can't kill Pikmin, only when it's actually in its jumping animation, so again, it looked like it fell on Pikmin, but it actually didn't. Sort of weird programming at times. Okay, I ran right past the treasure, of course. I should take 20 again, or 25. I think one Pikmin can actually grab onto it, so it was just kind of following along. I don't know how all these treasures actually fit in the ship, but apparently in Pikmin they have some sort of shrinking technology because everything is really humongous for some reason. I mean, just look at like Pikmin 1, how humongous the ship parts are in that. Maybe there is a treasure back here. So I honestly can't remember there being another treasure. Or maybe in that big room that we haven't explored yet. Oh. How did I miss this? I don't even know. Okay, so just attacking this guy, same as always. There do seem to be a lot of repeat enemies. Seems to be a problem this game has. Definitely has better enemy variety than Pikmin 1 though. I'm just gonna put 2 on this just to be on the safe side. Just to kind of experiment. Now that appears to be safe, we can just put more Pikmin on there basically. Well, they're taking care of that, which is gonna take them a while. I'm gonna have the blue Pikmin working on a gate. Sometimes, yeah, the gate is in kind of an inconvenient spot like this, but it shouldn't take too long. Just because I said it'll probably take a long time. That's how these things always go. Makes me think of Animal Crossing. Inside reference. On the subject, I'm actually trying to complete all of the museum in Animal Crossing New Leaf, and just doing all the diving. I've actually met the one auto character Pascal quite a few times, but I keep forgetting and accidentally selling all the pirate furniture, so unfortunately I don't have any of the special items, so that's just me being dumb, I guess. Selling rare items is something I seem to do a lot in Animal Crossing. I actually forgot to check if that was the last treasure or not, but I think it would be, because I can't picture there being more than 3. So this is kind of a rest floor. That's the treasure, actually. If I can actually get a Pikmin on it. camera's been kind of weird, and the cursor's actually been really weird. Now this water is so shallow that the Pikmin can actually walk in it. And apparently this was actually censored in, Europe. Apparently it's supposed to be like a maple leaf, essentially, but just, you know, spring colored, but apparently they had to they made it more obvious as a maple leaf in the European version to avoid, implying certain things. Apparently it's described as being potentially hazardous in the Japanese version, so apparently it is implied to be, yeah, something like of that nature. Yep. But of course Nintendo has mushrooms, so they seem to have the potential to be using drug references a lot. Hey, no nectar from this, that's not exactly lucky. Wow, yeah, that was really unlucky actually. There should be nectar on the next floor, so no worries. One Pikmin probably. Okay, it's just in the corner. Never mind. And more, you can grow more Pikmin if you want to, but it's not necessary, obviously. And this is actually a maze. I forgot. It's down here. Overhead camera's actually really bad for that part. And it's just here. This loops back. You don't want to do that, obviously. Unless you haven't found the treasure yet. So sub-level 4, that's actually really short. Since you don't actually have to fight anything, in theory. Unless you want to potentially get nectar, you can take out all the butterflies, but otherwise you can just ignore everything. And this is actually a unique floor. It has a unique piece of architecture that's not found anywhere else in the game. And this is like where you need red Pikmin, but you don't need red Pikmin at all. It's really not necessary. It's actually faster if you don't have red Pikmin, just because you can allocate their slots to better suited Pikmin, I guess. That guy's in a weird spot. But no problem. Trying to make sure no Pikmin catch on fire. I think this treasure, this bile cap, I think it's found earlier in the European version of the game, but I don't know for certain. I think one of them is found earlier, but yeah, I can't remember which one. And I honestly can't remember how many treasures are even here. Depending on how many there actually are, we might actually be already done here. But I'm pretty certain there's one over there. Which will be awkward. Guy's thankfully blowing in the wrong direction. But now he's aiming for us. Yep, so this is basically kind of a kitchen-y bathroom kind of area. That's the implication. Okay, I'm gonna approach from the other side just because it'll be simpler. And I think it might have been this one that was actually found. No, wait, it wasn't this one. Never mind. I accidentally made a mistake in the last episode as well, where I said the dialogue was different. If it was Olma and Louie, apparently, as far as I can tell, it is the same dialogue either way. So, never mind. And one reason why you might want Fire Pikmin, just to make this a little easier. I don't know if they can actually... Okay, yeah, they can't actually get the Pikmin through the gate, so... we're gonna have to deal with hazards either way. Just gonna do this, put them in the corner. And the cabinets are fireproof, so no worries. Lots of torches Pikmin in this episode. But, yeah, again, it's much easier to save Pikmin in this game than Pikmin 1, and that's something I really appreciate. So we can just come over here, take out these guys, and be on our merry way. This area is actually shorter than I remember it being. I think these guys are actually related to each other. All the different types of blowhogs are all connected, I think. Even though they don't look that similar, I think they are. So with, well, 29 Pikmin, I guess. Close enough. Yeah, no grates like this actually appear elsewhere as far as I'm aware. Kind of a unique obstacle, I guess. Again, or I just could be completely forgetting something obvious. Purple Pikmin, that's why it says 39. It's only 30 can actually carry it, but yeah. Throwing off the Pikmin counter a bit. So there's that. Endless. I guess for a Pikmin, for the Pikmin plant, not Pikmin plant, I keep calling it that. For Hokkatate, it would actually be a pretty big supply. But sub-level 5, was it? Yeah, sub-level 5, so actually there was, what I meant was there's 6 sub-levels and then a boss. Which we've already seen, and that's actually really good. That's actually really good having the winch bulb board right there. As weird as it sounds, it's really convenient. Because sometimes he's in the water and it makes it really hard to actually get a good angle on him. Actually, this might be 8 sub-levels. No, wait, this is 7. I think. I'm really having a hard time remembering, actually. There's probably something really bad behind there, but oh well. Living dangerously, I guess. Oh, well, just one of those guys. This is actually bad being right next to the Pikmin squad. Just do that and miss. And that guy got poisoned before he even touched the ground, so it didn't count as a hit. This should finish him. So up to 7 now, that's not bad. Might save some grinding later on. Because, you know, Perplexing Pool's the best place to get those, so before the final area, it might be a good idea to stock up. We want white Pikmin for this, definitely. Or maybe we don't want white Pikmin for this. I think there are 3 treasures on this floor. Pretty certain there are. There are, I think, enemies in some of these, but I can't remember. Yeah, there are enemies in there. I think there are also like bomb-carrying enemies as well, so that's just the exit. I'm really trying to decide how to actually pull this off. Okay, the poison guys. Okay, yeah, this is actually gonna be a problem. Or not. Yeah, again, I think they only trigger when Pikmin around just to basically be annoying. So yeah, you have to be on the lookout for those guys. That takes care of him, so we can just come over here and switch out again. There's a lot of switching out actually on this floor. I had 25 white Pikmin. Okay, they're just trying to carry that. Never mind. Lucky that the bomb enemy didn't go after them, actually. Sometimes all the treasures are over here, which is really annoying. And I can just have any type of Pikmin carry this, because it's not near anything dangerous. Maybe it is. Actually, the enemy is not that bad. They should be able to handle it. Also abort there, and use purple Pikmin. Should go pretty quickly. Oh, this man, actually carrying it back will take a while. And there's one more treasure if I recall correctly. It's gotta be over there, because there's no other place it could be. Or I could just be remembering completely wrong. That's the other possibility. Yeah, it is over here. Okay. There's a snitch bug. Shouldn't be a problem. It'll probably be a bomb enemy, to be honest. So we can just throw... Actually, these guys, the blue Pikmin, can take them out easily. It's just the adult ones that you really need purple Pikmin for. And yeah, if the adult one is in the water, that's really bad. This guy only targets Captains again, so we don't need to worry. Just keep dodging it. Yeah, there are only 7 floors. Okay, yeah, I was remembering correctly. So that's gonna be kind of a gauntlet, I think, if I had to guess. So I'm trying to decide how to actually divide up the Pikmin for this, because, you know, I might have to get out there in a hurry in case a bomb falls. But purple Pikmin would also destroy the gate the fastest, so... I'm just gonna take these guys. It should be safer, I guess. Not safe by any means, but comparatively speaking, safe. Was there really only one of those bomb-carrying guys? Huh. Must be remembering wrong, because I thought there were at least a couple. So that's down, and just totally gonna not even worry, just gonna run out as fast as we can before something actually does go wrong. And this should be the final floor. Super easy, again. The boss went super quickly last time, and that's not gonna change. Right over there, same guy as before, in the Hall of Heroes. Again, this is the first time you're supposed to fight this guy, but, yeah, doing things out of order. Sometimes the geyser's over on this side, apparently it's over that way this time. It's kind of weird. Not, you know, game-breaking or anything, but just kind of interesting placement. So same strategy as before, just use one president as a distraction essentially, and then use the other to throw Pikmin at it. So you want to move in the one with the Pikmin first, so you can kind of get in position. And then just start chucking Pikmin at it. And it should go down pretty quickly again, like last time. One cycle. I don't know if that's actually a term in Pikmin or not, but it is now, I guess. And yeah, back to the old tradition of having actually important treasure. And the computer's gonna complain, of course. The dialogue's still the same even when it's not gold-plated, so it's kind of weird that it's still, apparently, still thinks highly of itself even when it's a super broken down looking ship. These guys can help speed up the process also by coming straight over here and breaking down this wall. Call the president, because he's not needed. And, also, I forgot to point out, I think the background's actually different when you collect a special treasure. I think it is actually glowier of a background. We topped 20,000, so that's twice of what the original deck was. This basically makes the radius of the whistle much wider, which combined with another treasure in this area makes the game super broken. Which is actually why it's good to go for that really quickly, but also really annoying because you have to do so much to get this really broken power-up. So I guess they do have to make you work for it, so that's good. It's almost not worth it how much work you have to go to actually get it though. So that's unfortunate, but all treasures collected, no Pikmin lost, so we can move back to the overworld with like 5 seconds remaining. Oh wow, we had more time than I thought. But there's still too much waiting. It's actually just as fast to do this. Actually, it might have been slower, now that I think about it. Counting in Pikmin 2 goes a lot faster than Pikmin 1. I think it just starts later. But anyway, that was actually a really smooth run. Another half an hour at that. For the whole place. That takes care of that. No Pikmin lost. And, so day 12 will be more perplexing pool stuff, like hopefully finishing up the above ground, but I'm really skeptical. There's like 4 treasures left, and they all take a long time. So next time we'll possibly finish up the perplexing pool, but well, we'll see. So see you then.